Restaurant industry among many businesses that have been distressed by the nationwide lockdown. The good news, they'll be allowed to operate and open for sit-in services again at advanced level 3 of the lockdown. For more on this, joined live by our reporter Linda Mnisi at the Sakumzi restaurant, the famous Vilakazi Street in Soweto. Linda, good afternoon to you. What's happening there at the moment? I imagine people are getting ready in some ways.
Indeed, Stephen, a very good afternoon to you. In fact, we're still on lockdown level 3, and if you look around Vilakazi Street, it's usually a hive of activity, but you're seeing that it's starting to really pick up. Not a lot is going on, but you see that there's a sense of movement from the last time that we're here. But of course, restaurants have been allowed to operate, but this was based only on a delivery basis. Here at Sakumzi restaurant, they've been doing particularly that, and from the last time we're here, we're seeing a couple of changes, Stephen. If you look, as you enter the restaurant, this is a coronavirus banner that educates some of the patrons and, some of the people that come in here to collect their food. They also have a sanitizer in place, making sure that those who are also coming in are sanitized. Stephen, you mentioned the issue of preparing. A lot of them, or rather they've already started preparing for this next phase that we're getting into. The president there did mention that this would need to be done with strict measures. As you can see on the banks where patrons would be sitting, there's already markings indicating that they can and they must social distance. The menu is also on the table. So those are some of the measures that have been put in place. But let's get a sense then of how these plans are coming along. I mean, we don't know when people can start walking in, but the work has already begun. I've got with me Lukhona Sithole. She is the head chef here at Sakumzi restaurant. Lukhona, thank you so much for your time. You are already working on delivering food to, customers, and you've had to rearrange your business. But tell us how that has been going. Does it work?
It is going to take some time for it to actually work, because as the brand Sakumzi, people want to come in and experience the whole Soweto experience and actually feel the atmosphere of Sakumzi. So the delivering system is a bit slow. And as soon as the government slowly phases in the sitting of customers and them coming in to have their food and experiencing the whole Soweto experience, then only we can say and have this conversation again of how business is. But right now it is pretty slow.
Tell me about some of the plans. I already see that you already have a no mask, no entry policy. You're already putting in some of the signage to ensure that people who will be coming in at whatever time that the president decides or the ministers decide will of course find these things ready. How has the preparations going? What are some of the innovations that you're putting together? Like you say, you want people to experience, and people come here for the experience more than anything.
We have fogged the whole restaurant so that everyone that comes here to pick up their meals are safe. We have also put the way to stand, the social distancing, the 1.5 meters apart regulations. And we also have our menus on the tables so that our host does not have to hold the menus and the other person also holds it. We have also put banners and other things so that people know where to stand and how to sanitize their hands. And as you come in, we have put the pedal where you just step on it and then the sanitizer comes out, so that there's no direct uktintana, and so that everyone is basically safe.
The last time we spoke to Sakumzi, he did mention that, it was important that everyone comes back to work. I mean, with more people that will be coming in and you not necessarily going out. Have you structured a plan in terms of how many workers will be called back into the restaurant? The president does say that this will, in fact, allow more people to return to work and start earning a living.
As the government slowly phase in and allows us to cater for more people, we will slowly also call in our employees back to work. So it is going to take some time because people are still not comfortable with going out. As soon as more people come in, the more staff will call back to work.
Just before I let you go, I have an interesting question to ask you. You also serve alcohol. How has that been? And I mean, are people coming in to buy alcohol?
During the week, yes, people are coming in to buy alcohol, but then now they need to know Uguti, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we do not sell alcohol. But kunzimanyan, because nakhona people want to also experience the whole Sakumzi atmosphere. But bayathenga, they are supportive.
All right, there you have it, Stephen. Look on us, Tole there. She is the head chef here at Sakumzi, saying that people really want to experience the atmosphere. They want to have this experience of coming to Sakumzi restaurant. It's more about the experience, if anything. She says that as the government phases in these regulations, they're also calling back people slowly. In fact, the president did mention that this will allow more people to go back to work in the streets. You're already starting to see a number of people coming back. Streets are a lot busier right now. So in the next phase, I suppose more people will be busy in this particular restaurant, and there'll be a lot happening, Stephen.